Hello from backstage. I'm going to introduce you to the chairs. It's really hard to remember, strangely, what each of the 14 chairs is numbered. So I came up with this weird little personality for each of the chairs and worked with our team. So now it's a little bit easier. Want to introduce you to them. Okay, number one, these two are the same. And there won't be tape on it. There is now for our understudy. But I call this one because Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I tell everyone to remember it like this is some little Star Wars vehicle. So these two are the same. I call this one, number two, Tooth, because I picture this as a gap between a toddler's front teeth. Okay, we have 3 and 9, and obviously we won't have the numbers on them. We just have them on for an understudy right now. But 3 with the green cushion, we call this one Tree. This one's 4. We call it the Boar because it's boring. It's just like clip art of what a chair looks like. Nothing special. This one's number 5. We call it Toby. There's no reason we call it Toby, just we've been calling it Toby forever, and it's Toby. And then for number 6, just like Tooth, I call this one Thicth, like it's a tooth, still with this little gap. It's a little darker, but Thicth, or some people call it Sticks, and just picture that as a stick. Okay, these ones are tricky. These are the triplets, and this is for the musical theater geek. So 7, I call Stefan, and I think of Stephen Sondheim, so this is a stretch, but I think of this as the pile of blood from Sweeney Todd, where the people get hacked up. This one's 8, I call it I Ate It All, because if you think of it as a plate, these parts are super empty because it ate everything on its plate. Thinking of that same tree theme, this one's Pine for number 9. This is Tiny 10, like Tiny Tim. It's one of the smallest chairs, and I pictured these sides as the crutches. This one's 11. Call this one Evan Hansen. It's just very plain and wants to fit in like a chair. This one's 12. I call this one Elv or Elvis, and I picture little elves scurrying about. There's a lot of busyness here, so I picture little elves being really busy on Christmas Eve. This one's 13, the teenager. The way we remember this is that it has a bunch of dots, and we picture that one like a 13-year-old with dots all over his face. This is chair 14. This is the one I remember the most. I call it the driver because out of all of our 14 chairs, this one is the oldest, and so this one is the closest to getting its driver's license. I hope you like the chairs. Would love to hear which one's your favorite, or if you have different names, because we have tables, and we haven't named the tables. They're just tables. There's a table, and there's a table.